because of the variation of dates, because of the variation of dates. And what I mean by that, we always go with the plus or minus 1 year. So in other words, when we say 640, it can also be 639, depending on who you read. I told you earlier that some people will date the beginning of Joash's reign at 641. I don't go there. I go right here, 640/639. But for the purpose of us having a standard, where we're all on the same page, here's what we're going to do. 640 is the year we're going to use for Joash, his reign of Josiah. I'm sorry, for the beginning of the reign of Josiah. He reigned for 31 years. So for the beginning of Jehoahaz, it's going to be 609. Real simple. 640 minus 31, 609. He only reigns 3 months within the same year, Jehoiachin, 609. Same year, 609. You see the math we're doing here? Now, you all know this. You know this. The 311, 311, you know this. You just have to add Josiah. Just add Josiah, 31. It's going to be simple math. Josiah, 640. You remember Josiah, 640 and 31. All the rest of this, you can calculate it. Because you know this. Because you know this. Now, watch what happens. I know 640, I know 31. 640 minus 31, 609. He's only there for 3 months, so we're assuming the same year. Jehoiachin. Kim, 609. He reigns for 11 years. 11 minus 609, 598. So Jehoiachin becomes king in 598. He only reigns for 3 months, so the same year, Zedekiah, 598, same year. It's the same math, all right? He's king for how long? 11 years. So the fall of Jerusalem is when?
587.
587. It's just math. It's just math. So now we're all on the same page. Now we do understand that you might read and see 597, you may see 586, and you may see 597. You may see 608. We understand that, right? We understand that. But just as a basis for us to work with, these are the dates that we use. These are the dates we use. Now, as you read different books and different commentaries, they vary. They vary. And your intelligence now allows you to understand the variance. So seeing that you already know this, you know this part over here, once you add this to your memory, once you remember Josiah, 31 years, and when does his reign begin? 640. As long as you remember that, you can critically do what? Figure out the rest of it. Now, we come down here to the end of the exile, 539. 539, the end. It could also be what? 538. It could also be 538. Now, the beginning of the temple, the Bible tells us that the beginning of the temple was 2 years after the first year. 2 years after the first year. The beginning. So what that means is that it would have been 536 if we use 539. But if we use 538, what would it be? 535. 535. So if you see somebody that says it was 535, that means that they're now using the end of exile as 538. Now, what doesn't change for us is the fact that Zerubbabel is what year? 538. Zerubbabel is 538, period. Ezra, 458. Nehemiah, 444. 444. All right. There's one change that I need you to make on the quiz. There's one change that needs to be made on the quiz. Concerning number 29. Concerning number 29. Okay, does everybody have that? 29. E is 8. E is 8. And G is 7. So those have to be switched. E on number 29 on the quiz.
That's number 35.
35, I'm sorry. That's right, 35. My mistake. I'm looking at the wrong page. My mistake. On 35. 35, E is 8 and G is 7. Those have to be switched.
Thank you.
E is 8 and G is 7. Okay? All right. Yes. They have to be switched.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. Does everybody have this written down?
You said E is 8, G is 7.
Is that what I said? Okay. Let me see.
Yeah, E is 8, G is 7.
Right, he's switching over. Yes. Okay. Okay, now I need to erase this.
Oh.
What I like, what I need now is for this table to please turn around. And I need this table to turn around. And I need you to remove everything, please. This is your exit exam. The exit exam. Remove everything, please. Yes, if you complete it, I'll get it at the end of class. I will get it. Yes. Thank you very much. Okay, and the two of you will turn around with them. Everything is removed.
No, you turn around.
No, we turn around.
Yeah.
We turn to you all.
Okay, as a group, you have 10 minutes to complete this.
Oh, Lord.
As a group. Just a minute, not yet. As a group. Not yet, not yet.
Oh.
As a group, you all working together. All right, hold on just a minute.
Each one has, we all have our own paper.
You all have your own paper, but you're working as a group, which means that there's one grade. Hold on.
Give us time to put our name on it.
Just a minute, yeah, I will. Just a minute, hold on. I'll let you know when. Put your name on it. Remember that I don't get this. This is for you. This is for you. At the end, you're going to corroborate. Everybody right now corroborate. Help each other. What I would do, and just as a suggestion, I'd go through that and see everything that I know, and then have everybody go in section, whatever it is. But don't everybody be working on the same thing. Because the 10 minutes is going to be up, it'll be over. All right? Let us begin.
All three.
All right.
Everybody together.
Okay, we know that the last.
Talk about it.
Everything is at the Excel.
Oh, hold on. Let me stop. Let me stop. Stop. Let me tell you. Stop.
What we doing?
I'm only interested in the look at the bottom of the back. Look at the bottom of the back. I'm really only interested in the occurred time. The occurred time is when they were writing about.
The pre-exile.
That's right. That's right. What's this? I'm concerned about when they wrote it. I'm concerned with what they were writing about. When, for instance, let's say I'll just give you Jonah. Jonah, he wrote pre-exile, but that's not what I'm interested in. What he wrote about was pre-exile. You see what I mean? The time that he wrote about was pre-exile. Whereas there's some of them that wrote concerning pre-exile and exile. So you see what I mean? I'm not talking about when they wrote. I'm talking about the time that they wrote about, the occurrences. Does that make sense to everybody? Okay? Okay, give me one. Let's do one together. Let's do one together. Pick one.
You're not interested in the author, right?
No, I'm not interested. No, I'm not interested in the author. I'm just interested in the occurrence. Give me one and we'll do it together.
Haggai was post-exile.
Haggai was post-exile, yes. Haggai was that's an X. Now, when you say post-exile, what are you saying?
He wrote about the time after.
It was after.
All right. You see, he wrote about the time afterwards.
Right.
What you're telling me now is he didn't write anything about the exile period or pre-exile. That's what you're telling me when you say that. Okay, you got it now. I don't care when he wrote. I don't care how old. It's not about when he wrote. It's about what he wrote about. Does everybody have it now?
This is different from the
Well, see, on the other one, you were trying to do both of them. You put dates down when they were born and when they died. And you were trying to put all that, and you see those are two different
You
things.
just want to know when did it happen, during the pre-exile, post-exile?
That's right. Yeah, we know what's happening, what they were writing about. Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
So Haggai, Zechariah, and Malachi, I know what post-exile. All three of them, the last three. And then Ezra, Nehemiah, and Esther is also post-exile. Remember that's on the test and on the homework. When they said put name them 6 books, that's post-exilic books. And it was everything except, it was everything on the list except Jonah. So Ezra, Esther, and Nehemiah are post-exile. Chronicles, 1st and 2nd Chronicles, that's post-exile, right? Chronicle, 1st and 2nd Chronicles. What?
First and second Chronicles versus second
Kings takes us into the exile, and Chronicles is during the exile. Kings takes us into the exile, so Kings is pre-exile. It takes us into the exile.